Hey guys, I am John Carrick, author of Legacy of a Mad Scientist and The Legend of Ashley Fox, and today we are looking at Conan the King number 46, drawn by Mike Dougherty and written by Don Carr for Marvel Comics back in the early 80s. This is Cagliostros and that is Queen Zenobia or Princess Ratigan. It's probably Princess Ratigan. She looks a bit younger. That is Conan, Prince Conn, and Derek, Conan's son-in-law, who's married to his daughter. Derek is the king of the Aesir. Conan's daughter Ratigan is pregnant with his child. Conan's wife, Queen Zenobia, is also pregnant. And they have been targeted by the evil wizard Cagliostros, who is trying to kill them and their children with black magic. This is Princess Ilia, the rightful heir of Arcadia is the name of the city. It's a city in Koth, and I'm going to look it up right now. Arbitania. So the city that's been back and forth is called Arbitania, and I have never paid attention to that. But it is of the kingdom Koth. Ilia is the rightful heir. She's a princess. Her mother, the queen, was killed by Leora on the last issue. Leora is the monarch of Ophir. She commands an army, and she had allied herself with Xanthus until he was killed, and then she allied herself with Brax-al-Thar, and he is the villain for this episode. This is Prince Conn. Mike Dougherty's male faces leave a lot to be desired, but he does draw females very, very, very well. Princess Ilia is blind. That's why the pupils of her eyes are white. She's sad that Prince Conn is riding off. Rufio tells her that he likes her. Don't worry about it. Conan asks for a scout to go out into the mists and set up torches at 100 yards to the east where the enemy army will be attacking from. Cagliostros working his black magic. The wet nurse or the nursemaid or the servant. This is Publius back in Tarantia, which is the capital of Aquilonia. This is a priest of Asura who thinks he can do good magic to counteract the black magic, but Publius keeps telling him no. So that's a couple hard cuts. We're with Conan, we're with Cagliostros, we're with Publius. The drama going on here is between Publius and this priest. The priest keeps demanding the right, the privilege, the opportunity to pray over the queen and the princess. And this guy keeps refusing him. And the queen loses her child to black magic. And the princess almost does as well. Conan fires arrows. I really like these highlights. Braxel Thor challenges Conn to a royal duel. Not a royal duel, but a duel nonetheless. Same highlights on Wolverine's face right there. Prince Conn and Derek have been sent to fetch a group of cavalry to roll up the left flank. That's how it happens that Prince Conn comes into contact with Braxel Thor when he flees the battlefield. It's not happened yet, but here's Prince Conn and Derek. Here we cut to Tarantia, the capital of Aquilonia, where Queen Zenobia's child has died in childbirth. This guy Publius blames himself. This priest of Asura demands an opportunity to line up his acolytes and pray for Princess Radigan that her baby is born healthy. I'm going to leave this page up for a second. I do like this matching bit where the moat bridge matches this whatever chair that Publius is leaning up against. That's really nicely done. The few steps are also a nice touch too. The acolytes get permission to say prayers. Princess Radigan's baby survives. The battle, Conan's forces and the enemy forces. Derek and Conn on the battlefield, maneuvering their troops. Conn and Derek realize they can challenge Braxel Thor. Conan hears about it. I wonder if this guy worked in the, bullpen at Marvel. My guess is he's like an editor that everybody knows. Maybe a TV star. Cagliostros is raising green magic fire and sending it against Princess Radegund and Queen Zenobia. The green fire turns red and is poisoning her and her child. The acolytes all have blue fire. To rescue her, they need to make her fire blue instead of green or red. Simple as, right? Princess Ilia meets with the men who used to be her generals, and they realize that she has survived, and they vow to fight for her. Brax challenges Conn to a one-on-one duel. Or Brax just gets news that he's losing. Leora is with Brax as Conan's army approaches, and she tells him that she's not sticking around. We saw her do this to Xantus as well. She left him literally on the battlefield as soon as the tide of battle turned against him. And she's doing the same here. And we, of course, have the duel, Prince Conn versus Braxal Thor. Princess Radegund. Baby might die, the flames turn blue, the baby will live. Send word to Conan. Messenger heads off. Meanwhile, Prince Conn and Braxal Thor are fighting, and Conan wants to interfere. He wants to have Braxal Thor stitched with arrows. And his counselors tell him, don't, let Prince Conn beat him. He needs to do it. This is a great 2-page spread. I'd love to own these 2 pages in black and white. These look great. Prince Conn gets thrown from his horse. Braxal Thor gets thrown from his horse. And now they go at it sword to sword. Conan wants to interfere, but his counselors, that one would be Palantides, tells him, don't do it. Trocero has a Tex-Hex mustache, and Publius is back in Tarantia with Zenobia and Radegund. Prince Conn gets the upper hand, almost, and we cut back to the castle, where Leora has arrived in Arbitania to confront Cagliostros, and they are about to go on the run because Conan is winning. Conan has already won the battle. He's about to invade the city. Cagliostros imagines he's being choked, but Leora is trying to wake him up. He imagines Conan's come to kill him. Brax Althor and Prince Conn continue their duel. Another great double page. They fall into the river, a shallow river. Brax Althor breaks Prince Conn's sword. Conan charges down the hill to interrupt the fight. This is Conan charging down the hill. Prince Conn kills Brax Althor and survives. Conan rides into the city, launches a bunch of arrows at the soldiers outside the city, still holding him off. This would have been an opportunity to negotiate a reasonable truce, considering that Conan has Princess Ilya. That is a possibility. They did not have to murder all of these relatively innocent people. But as they say, all is fair in love, war, and comic books. Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Dr. Doom, an evil Iron Man. Why not? Why not? It's a good idea. Conan is disappointed he had to kill all these guys. He's glad Prince Conn is alive. The messenger returns that Princess Radigan has a healthy son, but that Queen Zenobia's child has died in childbirth. Conan is pissed. The messenger tells him it was black magic. Conan knows it was Cagliostros. Leora and Cagliostros, hard cut from there to here. Leora and Cagliostros have now occupied the underground keep that Princess Ilya was living in for those 5 years, where Leora killed her mother in the last issue. And that is the end of this Excalibur. That's all I've got for Conan the King. The next issues we are going to do, I suppose I can give you guys a sneak peek, right? If I can. Let's see if I can or if I cannot. Oh boy. Here we go. What have we got? Let's see. What number is this? Okay. Over the next 10 days, we are going to look at the series Rocket Girl. These are the covers. I am really looking forward to this. This series took about 5 years to get these 10 issues out. This was when Image was kind of working the way crowdfunding is today. These are professional comic book writer and artist. This is a professional comic book writer and artist team, and they had day jobs. So I could see why this would be very difficult for them to do in their... Oh my God, look at that. That's not right. That's not good. So I can see why this might have been hard for them to do in their spare time, especially given how beautiful it is. I'm really excited about this. She is a teenage police agent, time police agent from 2013, published in 2015. She is going back to 1985 or 1983 to New York, where she becomes a police officer. It remains to be seen how this goes. From what I understand, the art is fantastic. I don't know. Sorry about that. I don't know how the story is going to play out, but, we can hope and pray, as they say. Here she is dressed in some 80s apparel. Rocket Girl. What is not to love about this? That looks like a bungee cord, but maybe it's just her rockets. I love everything about this. I hope the story is just as good as the interior. Apparently, it got a lot of attention and had some possibility to be something more, but I don't think it was published at the right time to really take off. Animation and movies were sort of in a hiccup around 2015, and we see what has happened since. So, all right, give me a couple minutes and we'll do the next bit. Hey guys, I am John Carrick, and we were looking at Conan the King 46, Cagliostros on the cover, and Princess Radegund, who he is torturing through black magic as she's trying to give birth to her child. An Aesir prince with King Derek, who is king of the Aesir. Today's episode is brought to you by Legacy of Mad Scientist and Legend of Ashley Fox, two amazing science fiction fantasy novels for you on Amazon Smashwords, right here on YouTube's audiobooks. Ashley Fox and her brother Jeff go on the run from corrupt government agents after they attack her parents and target her family for, name them as traitors to the Republic. So check those out. Also, today I'm going to go over the one we did yesterday a little bit more closely. We have numbers 10 and 9 counting down. Yesterday, Mindy is the leader of your neighborhood, your home neighborhood watch organization, whatever, and she says she wants to collect all the food and redistribute it. No. Any group that wants people to join has to offer them food, water, shelter. They have to secure this ahead of time. They can't go seize it from people. They need to secure a whole bunch of it and then offer to distribute it to anyone who joins them. You don't get to seize anything. I forgot to say this yesterday. I wanted to talk about this because this is the solution. The solution is, if you want to be a group that offers people things, that attracts people to join your group, you have to offer them something. You have to make it such a great offer that they absolutely want to be there. All roads led to Rome. People were surrendering to Rome before Caesar ever even got there. They were sending envoys to surrender because being a subject of Rome meant a huge increase in your standard of living. Because the soldiers worked when they weren't being soldiers. The Spartans were just soldiers. The Roman soldiers were road builders. Rome beat Sparta. The second one, Melissa and her husband want to join your group, but her husband was an accountant before the collapse, and they want to know what they can offer. She wants to know what he can offer. This isn't phrased in a way that Melissa is offering her body. I'm very glad it wasn't written that way. It is interesting that they're giving the characters names in this deck 3. In terms of what can an accountant do, an accountant can do the exact same work everyone else can do. You can collect firewood, you can build shelters, you can raise cattle. All the work in the future has to be smart and efficient and beneficial. If it's not good for anyone, it's not good for everyone. That's what your group has to focus on. And every member of the group needs to know how to do every other member's job. Now, being a doctor, of course, that's a little bit different, but a doctor needs to be teaching young doctors, young apprentices, young nurses, and medical staff. The number one most important thing in the future is education, especially in a collapse. And an accountant, the first thing an accountant needs to do is write a book about accounting and how to create a standard operating procedure to teach anyone how to be an accountant. Here are your 3 goals. Bookkeeping, here's how it's done, here's basic math. That guy right now, his new job is teaching basic mathematics to the youth. He's incredibly necessary. Everyone is necessary. They have a saying at, I believe it's, what was Thomas Edison's company? General Electric, that you promote the A employees, you leave the B employees alone, and you fire the C employees. Okay? I think that's stupid, because a company like General Electric shouldn't have any C employees, and if you fuck with an A employee and take them out of the environment where they're doing A work and give them challenges and responsibilities they may not be cut out for, you may end up with a B employee at a higher level doing less quality work. That's stupid. Leave A employees alone. Find out what you can do to make a B employee's life better and turn them into an A employee, and figure out why C employees are not B employees or A employees. Get into guidance, management, education. There's a job for everyone. And if you have a C employee, and a company like General Electric, where they literally have every position under the sun, every job that exists in the world exists at a company like that. Marketing and advertising is illustration and creativity. So find your C employees and take them out of that spot where they're doing shit work and put them in a spot where they'd at least be a B. That's just good management. Firing them is easier when you have an infinite labor pool, but in the end of the world, you don't have an infinite labor pool. Here's the really thing to focus on. Imagine that you don't have any employees and all you have are volunteers. You have to put them where they're most efficient. That's your job running the company. Your job is to make their lives meaningful. If you want your company to run smoothly, find a guy who's really good at judging other people's character. That job is going to become incredibly crucial in the future, being a good judge of character. It's important now. How do you judge your own character? I did 2 chapters. I did a chapter last night and a chapter today. I haven't drawn, but I did a great chapter today, answered a bunch of emails, went through some stuff, so I'm doing good. I'm about to finish this and start drawing for the rest of the evening. So my life is, again, I wouldn't trade the last year for anything, despite the challenges I'm facing now. I've got almost, I want to say 350 pages on my newest novel, my 3rd novel, named City of Angels. It's a tentative name right now, but we'll see. Oh, today, the background. I'm going to bring this out for you guys to look at. I think his name was John Irwin, who was the voice of He-Man for all those years for Filmation. I hope this is on the screen and I didn't just make this whole video terrible. Picking it up. I do have some close-up images, so maybe I'll run those through at the end. I got this for free. I live out here in the valley near Burbank and all the animation studios. I went to animation school, and someone recently, probably 15 years ago now, passed away, and they had a bunch of animation stuff, and some of the people who lived nearby knew that I was into this and literally brought it over and gave it to me. And I'm so thankful. Those are real cells that were used in the cartoon. Like He-Man swinging his sword. You know how he'd always run out and look both ways before he went somewhere? Anyhow, all right, I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you're making music. I hope you're writing stories. I hope you're drawing pictures. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.